Before we begin today's video, I just want to take a second and just say thank you. Yeah, seriously, thank you. We are getting closer and closer to even 40,000 subscribers now, and that is a huge deal for me. My goal is to hit 100,000, and I just really want to take a second and just say thank you. I mean, honestly, you guys are incredible. I love what I do, and I love the fact that we are building a community here at Destination PW. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. So I just want to say thank you. Don't forget we have a Discord. If you guys haven't joined the server, it's completely free as well. Something to consider. But today is a big news day. A lot of AEW, a lot of Impact Wrestling. But first, we're going to talk about Battle of the Belts. Because if you guys are unfamiliar with this, I did a video just a couple days ago breaking the news to you that AEW is planning Battle of the Belts, something that they trademarked last January. Now, Andrew Zarian had reported that this will be happening January of 2022. It is a TNT Supercard special. And now we have an update. And I thought this update was incredibly important, especially because I have some really awesome opinions on this. At least in my opinion, they are awesome. But Meltzer basically noted that this is going to be inspired by the old Clash of the Champions events, which we're all familiar with. But those events were typically an hour and a half long. This event is expected to be about an hour long. So these specials that we're going to see on TNT are not going to be on the same level of pay-per-views where they're 3, 4, sometimes even 5 hours. Meltzer also noted that these specials were originally planned to be longer. The idea behind these specials was for pay-per-view level cards to be on television. Back when these specials were announced in May, it was reported that TNT would be working with Tony Khan on these decisions. Now, this is fantastic news, and I'm actually glad it's an hour long because I think 1 hour wrestling is actually the most effective. Now, obviously, in the sense of like advertising and making money and monetizing your television product, I think Nick Khan from WWE said it very good. If he had the opportunity to make SmackDown and Raw like 10 hours long or whatever, he would, because obviously the money would be there. You can't do that. But in terms of presentation and presenting a product that people want to watch, I think a 1 hour wrestling event is far more attractive than 2 or 3 hours. Battle of the Belts. When it comes to AEW next January, I am extremely excited because the one thing about AEW that nobody really ever considers is that they have 4 pay-per-views throughout the year that all cost about $50. Those events sometimes go 5 hours long, maybe even longer. This is going to feel like a pay-per-view, but it's going to be on free television, meaning you pay absolutely nothing. And on top of that, it's only going to be 1 hour long. That, my friends, is worth everything. That is something I'm extremely excited about because this is what makes AEW different from WWE. Now we got to talk about Impact Wrestling because if you didn't know, Impact Wrestling has reportedly released about 6 different individuals. And these roster cuts, I mean, these are pretty significant. Like, these are people that played a pretty big role in Impact Wrestling. But I've told you guys I want to cover more MLW, Impact, ROH, GCW. Like, I want to cover more than just WWE and AEW. And when I saw this news, I thought it was very interesting stuff. So we now know AEW and Impact no longer have a working relationship that is being utilized today. That doesn't mean they won't come back together at some point. But right now, that's where their relationship stands. With Impact releasing 6 people from their roster, now the conversation begins as to who are they going to push, who are they going to elevate, will we see a talent exchange again at some point with AEW, why was this done, is this a financial thing, there's a lot of unanswered questions here. But Impact Wrestling no longer has No Way Jose, Taylor Wilde, TJP, Tommy Dreamer, and Petey Williams. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Did I say 6? Yeah, well, it was 5 people, okay? Tommy Dreamer, we all know why he's not there. I don't think we really have to get into that whole conversation. He's been suspended indefinitely, so he's gone. No Way, aka No Way Jose, barely even used on Impact, to be honest. I mean, we've seen him a little bit here and there, but nothing too prominent, nothing that really stands out. He's gone, okay? Taylor Wilde, somebody I thought for sure, based on her history with Impact and based on the way they presented her when they brought her back, I thought for sure they were going to do something with her. That also wasn't likely whatsoever. And then Petey Williams is actually trying out for WWE in a producer role. So, very interesting stuff. TJP's also been working New Japan Strong. I'm not sure what the issue is here. I actually believe as time goes on, there's going to be some updates, maybe some drama backstage. I don't know. But very interesting news. I hope this is all done for a good reason. I think Impact Wrestling is one of my favorite shows to watch on a weekly basis, despite the fact that production is not up to the standards I enjoy. But the show, the creative, the long-term storytelling, they do a lot of good stuff in my eyes. And, some of these people, I feel like these are some pretty big releases, man. They're not there anymore. They're not under contract. I don't know what happened. But as time goes on, I will be bringing you guys those updates, because there is a lot of stuff happening backstage within Impact. All right, guys, and depending on when you're watching this video, on the November 3rd episode of AEW Dynamite, FTR will be issuing an open challenge. And this open challenge will be for their AAA Tag Team Championship belts. And of course, a lot of people are excited about FTR holding these belts, because it is something different for this tag team that has pretty much won the tag team championships absolutely everywhere. So the cool thing is, with FTR holding these belts, they're going to do an open challenge. Now, about a month ago or so, I can't remember, we made this video, and AEW was planning to have, obviously, Dragon Lee and Dralistico in AEW. There was like rumors that they would be showing up for the open challenge tag team championship thing, right? Right now, because of the way things are with ROH, I still wouldn't put it past me if they were to in fact debut tonight for the open challenge. These belts are also being defended in December for AAA. And we talked about that with Vicky Guerrero going on to manage FTR down in Mexico, because Tully Blanchard won't be traveling there. I'm starting to get the impression that whoever accepts this open challenge is either walking away with these tag titles, or it's going to be a completely random team that we had no idea, like a huge surprise. Because that is what's being rumored here. AEW looking at making a huge surprise with these AAA, belts. Obviously, it helps AAA and builds excitement for AAA and their event in December. So if AEW is planning a surprise here, I think it's going to be a very unique one. I think it's going to be one that's really, really cool. But who knows? We don't know just yet. Time goes on, we'll find out. But I'm very glad to hear that AEW is getting people excited about open challenges again. I think it's something that could be utilized more in wrestling. So let me know what you guys think in today's video. And if you guys want more videos like this, you already know what to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on DPW.